That's how I survived that shit. All I did was the same.
All right, Miss Ma, I'm ready.
Okay. Everybody else ready?
How are you?
Everybody ready?
Yep.
I want to first thank you all for coming out. My name is William. Do I need to spell that? William Aura Muhammad. Muhammad. I'm the president of the Committee to Save Jefferson County, and we wanted to have this press conference because really we want to make an announcement, but at the same time we're seeking to try to get the media to look into something. We need some investigative reporting. I don't know whether that fits in any of your categories, but what happened was the Committee to Save Jefferson County, also in conjunction with the Black Contractors Association Incorporated and some other organizations, including the City Retirees Association, we had come together to produce, during this time of political elections, to produce forums. And we were having the forums in each of the city council districts. Our last forum was planned to have at the city club, and we had booked it pretty much, would you say, a month ago?
About a month in advance.
About a month in advance. So as of Monday, we got word that there was a mix-up and it had to be canceled. Now, we are noticing that there have been so many mayoral forums. Now, none of the other city council forums we've had people not come, and I respect that. That's politics. But none of the other forums that we had, anybody ever tried to cancel it. So you couldn't hear from anyone that was speaking. If you would check, there's a list of mayoral forums that have been canceled. And we feel like, and we want to say, that we have secured another facility to have our conferences at the FOP Hall. What's that address?
2499 Winewood Road.
At 2499 Winewood Road. At the last minute, we had to secure that facility. But we noticed that, like I said, anything involving mayoral conferences, mayoral forums, a number of them have been canceled. Now, being a man of elder age and wisdom, I had to ask myself, is this a coincidence or is it a conspiracy? And I need your help to find out which is which. Because, like I said earlier, I believe in anybody's right or anybody's circumstance that will not allow them to participate in this. I don't believe that any candidate has to, particularly an incumbent, has to participate in these political forums. That's their right. I do understand that sometimes it can be wise political strategy not to help draw a crowd for the people who are challenging you. But when people appear to be working, and I don't know if this is the case, when people appear to be working so that the people cannot hear from anyone, then that's a concern. That's a concern. So we are here today, like I said, to ask that someone would look into the fact of why is it that all of these mayors forums are being canceled. I've never witnessed that. I'm 73 years old. I never witnessed that in my voting history. I never seen that. I never seen any time where it's like someone is working behind the scenes. I'm not accusing anybody. I don't know who it is, but if y'all could please try to find out who this person is or who is doing this. We just want to say it's not right, and particularly when it's affected us. And it affected us after we've had a number of successful city council forums to where people have attended. We've been able to have our own photographer, and our own photographer has put this on Facebook, social media, and we've been getting tens of thousands of views. 11,000 for one, 8,000 for the other. So the people are interested in hearing from those candidates who are supposed to represent them. So we just want to have a shout out to say that somebody doing something wrong, and we want to detest it as a whole. So that's why we're here today. That's the essence of our news conference. I want to bring up Ms. Patricia Seeger from the Black Contractors Association to speak to us for a minute.
Okay, thank you, and thank you guys for coming out. My name is Patricia Seegers. You spell that Patricia. Last name is Seegers, Sigers. My company is Goudy, Goudy Construction Inc. I am the president of the Black Contractors Association. What we have been asking for years is that the city of Birmingham officials adopt and implement the disparity status that have been paid for by citizens of Birmingham. There have been 2 studies, and the first one is null and void. The second one has maybe we need to do as a city, or what the city officials need to do, if they're interested in treating all of their citizenry equally, is to devise a method in which they will implement this study. That's what we are asking for as the Black Contractors Association. We're not asking them to give us anything. We are certified. We carry our own license. We are asking for the opportunity. Thank you.
And I just want to say the correct Ms. Pat was that the disparity showed that black, how we were here from.
And you guys, I have given you the brochure as to what we have or what we have done in order to try to get it implemented. Thank you.
Now we will hear from Mr. Dexter Cunningham, who is representing the city of retirees.
Good afternoon. Thank you all for coming in this heat. My name is Dexter Cunningham. That's spelled DEXTERCUNNINGHAM. I am a retired police sergeant for the City of Birmingham Police Department, serving well over 27 years. I am the elected representative on the General Employees Pension Board for all retirees. That's police, fire, as well as civilians.
That's right.
There have been an injustice done by the City Hall government because I have retirees who were present. All 8 members adopted and voted to give those retirees and their beneficiaries a measly $400 increase. That would have cost approximately $18 million. It was a unanimous vote. The mayor, the present mayor, is also the chairman of that board, and he voted unanimously. And 5 days later, a letter was sent out by him saying he doesn't know why the board voted to do that. He doesn't know why the board voted to take care of the citizens who have taken care of the city of Birmingham, who spent the best years of their working life toiling, running into burning buildings, running into where gunshots are going off, when the streets were taken over by rubbish from storms. These men and women were out here serving, and they don't even deserve an increase after 30 years. Now you ask yourself, how could anyone survive? I have retirees who have to choose between getting their medicine and buying food and putting it on their table. That's not right. That's not right. This budget that the mayor and the council adopted is the largest budget in the history of the city of Birmingham. Well over $500 million, $590 million budget. But they could not find $18 million to give $400 apiece to the retirees. You ask yourself, is that right? Is that humane? Where is the humanity in it? what my group has charged me to do is to advocate with these other associations to put out just facts. No one, my group has not endorsed a candidate at all, but we want to hear from the candidates so that they can make an informed decision on who they should vote for or who they should not vote for. Now you ask yourself, if a person has not done right by you in 7.5 years, in 30 years you hadn't had an increase, and you just want $400, is it right? Is it right? Where is the humanity?
Now we are open for questions if you all have any questions.
You have talked about you guys are holding a candidate forum. You gave us the location. When is it?
It is, I'm sorry, it's tomorrow. Unfortunately, like I said, we had booked this for a month in advance. And then we were contacted this week, Monday. It's supposed to be Thursday at 6 o'clock at the address that I gave you. It's from 6 to 8 Thursday. What's that address?
It's 2988.
2988 Winewood Road.
Winewood Road.
And can we expect to hear from each of the candidates there? Do you have any idea how many are planning on showing up?
I don't have that information. It came to us. Most of them have, confirmed, but I'm not handling that part of it. So yeah, you will hear from the ones who come. We are not charging anyone. I just want to say, I've been to some forums where they charge $50 to register. And candidates come in there and plop down the $50 and have 3 minutes. And we're doing all of this. We're paying to have it filmed. We're paying to put it on the media, Facebook Live. And we're doing all of this and not asking them for anything. So anybody who comes as a candidate will be able to speak and deal with our forum as we are putting it to them. So,
and can you give us any kind of indication as to the questions that they will be talking about,
Well, one thing that we're doing that's a little bit different than what's usually done is we have an agenda as the Committee to Save Jefferson County. And, I don't know, out of that agenda, I'm just trying to pick something. Well, the disparity study is number 1 on our agenda because, like Ms. Pat said, that the city has paid for millions of dollars for 2 disparity studies that both have said that black contractors in this city have been discriminated against. And that makes them judiciable. That's all you need to set up a program to clear that disparity and take it to court on the Richmond versus Croson. But at the same time, the city, both times that they've done the disparity study, haven't did anything to follow up on it. So we want to know about that. That's number 1. And I guess we got about 13 items that's on the agenda. I'm going to think of 2 more, and then y'all do what y'all have to do with editing this, cutting it up. Another one is that we found out that in the city of Birmingham, as Dexter said, we have the largest budget revenue that we've ever had in history. Yet, we find that the street and sanitation, which is presently been changed to public works, street and sanitation used to be the largest department in the city. It had, we were told, over 3,000 employees. Now it's down to 1,500. It's cut in half. And yet we got money that we are spending on entertainment for people who don't live in Birmingham. The amphitheater, the football field. We want this to come to a stop. So that's some of the things we want to put to the candidates. And the last thing, and then I'll get off of that, is we don't want no, excuse my language, damn rubber stamp council. We have learned that there are so many councilmen. We've learned this by having council forums. There are councilors who think that they serve the mayor because of the Mayor Council Act, which states that you had to get, the mayor has autonomy. That's what O'Quinn, Darrell O'Quinn put this in city papers. The mayor has autonomy over the budget because of what the state legislature did. Then we don't agree with that, and we feel like it's taking away our democratic power. We elect the people who serve us, and they feel committed that they have to do whatever the mayor says or ask them, and we feel like that causes them not to fight for the things that should go in the budget to handle the district that they own. So some of them, we have an agenda that they had to speak to, not the same old BS where you get up and say, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. So I wouldn't come either if I was them. I can't blame them. I'm kind of feeling sorry for them as a celebrity. If I was them, I wouldn't come either. Because we putting the citizens' agenda to them and asking them where they stand, and we recording it and putting it on Facebook so everybody can know when they lie and when they're telling the truth. Anybody else? I'm sorry for being so emotional.
You asked him already the question, so I just wanted to kind of re-understand. You said the original form that you guys had planned was supposed to be Monday, was it? Or
It was supposed, it's this Thursday.
okay.
But we had booked it at the City Club
Okay.
a month in advance, but we were contacted Monday.
Okay.
We were contacted Monday and told that there was a mix-up
Okay.
in the scheduling, so it had to be canceled. So
Okay.
we got a list. There's supposed to be a live broadcast of a mayoral debate that was canceled. The AKA and the League of Women Voters. I don't ever remember the League of Women Voters not having a mayor's forum in this city in all my years. I don't ever remember. That was canceled. Then we noticed that when our thing came up, and then we get a call at the last hour, the midnight hour, saying, "Oh, we made a mistake. That's double book. You can't do it." Then I feel like somebody's playing games to try to keep the people from being in a position where they can hear what we are putting to all candidates, not just the mayor's candidate, because, you know, I don't have no dog in that race, but I want my city councilman not to feel like he got to vote for what the mayor wants, regardless of what the people that elected him or her is telling them to do, because that's taking away our rights.
So you've got a list of, forms, as you mentioned, that have been canceled. So I guess at this point, you're kind of just asking for transparency and,
Yes.
some accountability from all of the candidates at this point.
Right. We're asking for transparency from the media. I appreciate you very, very eloquent on how you put that. You need to come around here and stand with us. But we are asking for the media to help too, because nobody's saying anything about this.
Nobody.
The media, we don't have any investigative reporters in this city. Anybody even pretend that that's what they're doing? So we're holding them accountable too. Anybody else? Okay, we thank y'all so much for taking. I got hot right here.
All right. All right.